video, I'm gonna help you figure out how to buy and sell a home at the same time. Now, I know this can seem extremely overwhelming in the beginning when you're first thinking about this process, but I do promise you that this is very, very, very common. So a lot of people want to start this process by looking at homes on the market first, then putting their home up for sale once they find one that they like. Almost every person or couple that I work with who is in this situation wants to go about it that way. However, I do think that the better way to handle this is actually the opposite. What you actually want to do is put your home on the market before you start looking at homes to purchase. Now, I know that might scare you, but here's the reason why. So when people start looking before putting their home on the market, what happens is they fall in love with a house and then they scramble to try to get their home on the market and get it sold right away. Two things happen. They either cannot get it sold in the time frame that they want to make that purchase work, or they end up selling their home for less money because they're kind of desperate to get out of that home situation so then they could purchase this home over here, because these sellers are not going to wait around for them to sell this home, or they will wait around but only for a certain amount of time. So those are the two scenarios that end up happening typically when somebody goes to purchase a home before selling their home. And this is why I do recommend putting your home on the market first, seeing the traction, and then starting the process of purchasing a home. Now, I do also recommend making an offer on a home to purchase contingent on your home selling. That is going to be the safest way that you can protect yourself just in case your home doesn't sell. You're not obligated to still purchase this home. So that's also a very common question that I get. Now, in a really, really, really hot seller's market, sometimes certain sellers will ask you to waive that contingency. So what do you do in that situation? That is going to be a personal decision, because some people can afford to do that while others just cannot afford to take that risk. If you end up going that route, if you're in a hot seller's market when watching this video and you do waive that contingency, what are two kind of backup plans that you can have? The first one is going to be bridge financing. And most lenders do offer some type of bridge financing, which basically bridges the gap between both the sale and purchase. So that is a very common route to go down. Now, the other option is to really adjust the price as fast as possible in the home that you're trying to sell to then be able to make up the difference in timeline with the home that you're purchasing. I never want you to have to go down that route because you could be leaving money on the table. And that's why I do not recommend on waiving the contingency if you can get away with it. But if you really, really have to waive that contingency to get that house that you really, really want, then you're just going to have to be prepared to really, really adjust the price and do a very, very quick sale on your property that you're trying to sell. So these are all just things to consider. But at the same time, I don't want this to overwhelm you because it's extremely, extremely common scenario for this to happen. I would say about half of purchases in the market as a whole probably have people who are trying to sell and buy something at the same time, to be honest with you. It's not like everything is always just new buyers buying for the first time. So I hope this video helped you how to figure out how you can both buy and sell a home at the same time. If there is anything that I missed in this video or any other questions that you have, please let me know, because I always want this content to be valuable. And as always, I just love hearing from you guys.